Imagine a world where every step you take feels like walking through a maze. Unpredictable, confusing, and often overwhelming. That's a day in the life of someone with ADHD. But what if the maze had guides, signposts, and supporters at every turn? The power of support from friends, family, and workplaces is the vital yet often overlooked aspect of living with ADHD. From the nuances of daily life with ADHD to the immense value of understanding and accommodation, this is how empathy and support can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and connection. Whether you're a partner trying to understand your loved one's unique world, a parent aiming to nurture your child's potential, or an employer seeking to foster an inclusive workplace, the support you give makes a real difference. Because when it comes to ADHD, the right support isn't just helpful, it's a game changer that could be the key to unlocking a world of untapped potential and joy. And who am I to guide you through this? I'm Dr. Sulman Aziz Mirza, triple board certified in adult psychiatry, child and adolescent psychiatry, and addiction medicine, and my ADHD is best supported via threats of harm from my loving wife. Supporting a partner with ADHD begins with effective communication. But what makes it different? Imagine your partner's mind like a bustling city, full of bright ideas, sudden turns, and unexpected stops. Now, consider how navigating the city requires a special map. But what does this map look like? Let's dive in. Firstly, patience and active listening are the compass points of this map. Patience allows you to understand the unique pace and path of your partner's thoughts. And active listening is a tool that lets you truly hear and appreciate their perspective, even amidst the bustling city traffic of their mind. So, with patience and active listening, you're not just navigating the city, you're appreciating its beauty and vibrancy. Active listening looks like repeating things back, confirming what we've heard, or clarifying if there's a concern of miscommunication. Did you get that? Now, imagine daily life with ADHD as a sea with waves of stress. It can be rough, unpredictable. What if you could help calm these waters? Reducing daily stress is like building a lighthouse for your partner. It guides and soothes. This could be through establishing routines or simply being a consistent, calming presence. Remember, the calm sea doesn't happen overnight, but each supportive action is a brick in that lighthouse. With each day, as the lighthouse grows, navigating the sea becomes easier for both of you. In practice, that can look like keeping a joint calendar, making sure roles and responsibilities are clear, and if there are any kind of changes, to communicate them quickly. Consider this. Organizing life with ADHD can sometimes feel like solving a complex puzzle where pieces constantly change shape. What strategies work best in putting this puzzle together? Helping with organization and time management is like finding the right pieces for this puzzle. It's about joint planning, sharing responsibilities, and setting routines that fit both of your lives. And when the pieces fit, the picture becomes clear and harmonious. So, give your partner a hand and help them out. Raising a child or adolescent with ADHD is like being on a unique journey, one that requires a special roadmap tailored to their needs. This map is key to building a stable, nurturing environment. But what does this map look like, and how do you navigate it? In your home, structure and consistency are the building blocks for creating this environment. They're like the steady pillars that support a bridge. Without them, the bridge to understanding and support can waver. But how exactly do we build these pillars? It's about establishing routines that are both comforting and predictable. This helps in making the world less overwhelming for them. Make sure that expectations are clear and that there are just enough reminders of these, both visual and verbal. This can look like making sure that the oldest child's chore is to take out the trash on Monday night and they get told after family dinner each week. Or that the youngest feeds the fish every day after coming home from school with a sticky note on the fridge they go to for snack time. Every child is unique, and finding the right approach can be a bit hard. So what are the strategies that work? As a parent, this involves understanding their world and how they perceive it. By using positive reinforcement and clear, consistent consequences with follow-through, we can help them navigate this maze successfully. Parents often find themselves catching kids when they are bad. I often tell parents of my child patients to catch them when they are good. Let them know when they did something awesome, like, hey, I saw and appreciate that you fed the dog this morning. Thank you. Or, I loved that you helped your little brother out at the playground earlier. On the other end, having to follow through with consequences is so important. If you say you're not going to give the iPad time if they didn't do something, make sure you don't give them the iPad time, no matter how much they may cry. This behavior is called an extinction burst, where children will escalate a behavior until the parent gives in when trying to extinguish it. The less we give in, there's less reinforcement that escalating will work, which hopefully leads to stopping that target behavior. The school environment plays a crucial role in your child's life, but how do you ensure it supports their ADHD needs? It's like forming a team where each member plays a vital role. However, school collaboration can seem daunting. How do we bridge the gap between home and school to provide seamless support? This requires open communication, understanding each other's perspectives, and working together towards common goals. Talk with your child's teachers, see what they are seeing, identify potential problem areas quickly before they become too big, and come up with a plan to help out as indicated. The earlier we intervene, the greater the payoff down the road. Working with ADHD isn't just a job. It's an adventure often filled with unseen challenges. Imagine feeling like you're constantly swimming against the tide at work. It's tough, right? How can you turn the tide in your favor? The key to thriving in the workplace with ADHD lies in effective communication. It's like knowing the right language to speak in a foreign country. But what are the words you need to say? Self-advocacy begins with understanding how to express your needs clearly and professionally. This means being honest about your ADHD and requesting specific accommodations as appropriate. ADHD is covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, so you cannot be discriminated against based on this diagnosis. Be honest with your employers as necessary so that you can work the best you can. Hey, a happy worker means a happy workplace, so it should be in their best interests. For employers, it's important to touch base with your employees to make sure that you are meeting their needs. That can look like creating break rooms for taking some time, or understanding that certain environments or noises can be distracting or overwhelming for those with ADHD. Creating an ADHD-friendly environment may include flexible scheduling, a quiet workspace, or even technology aids that may help with time management. One last thing before we end. There's a crucial piece we haven't fully explored yet. It's the emotional journey of ADHD that often goes unspoken. The emotional landscape of ADHD can be complex, filled with highs and lows. It's not just about managing tasks, it's about managing feelings too. This means acknowledging feelings of frustration or being overwhelmed and adopting strategies to cope with them. For supporters, it's understanding that this can occur and that creating a safe and supportive system and environment can be massive in a successful ADHD life. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. Your presence and engagement makes this conversation richer and more meaningful. Your comments, questions, and suggestions for future topics are not just welcome, they're essential. They help shape this space into a community that truly understands and supports each other. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Your support helps spread awareness and understanding, reaching more people who might benefit from these discussions. Remember, managing ADHD in the world isn't just about the practicalities. It's about creating a world where you can thrive emotionally, interpersonally, and professionally. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep advocating for your needs. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.